Hey, students, you have old Mrs. Harwood, and you have the original Harwood right here. This is Mr. Harwood, and he is going to help us. We are going to start our clay unit. I'm going to present you 4 different ideas. And my husband here, he is going to make one of the 4 clay projects to give you a sense of what it is that we're going to do. And they're all going to laugh at me, and that's okay because I'm going to do this in one take. That's it. And we're going to have a time-lapse video. It's all going to be perfect. Yeah. So first things first. Let's grab these. I should have brought these up closer. So the first idea, the first little project we are going to show you, this is one of your choices. You can make a little clay monster. And he's kind of being grouchy with me because he requires a little bit of finesse. So there's a clay monster. Here's a clay monster. Your clay monsters don't have to be clay monsters. They could be clay fish or clay animals. But the idea is that you are going to have a pinch pot and a pinch pot. They go together. Your pinch pot and pinch pot, part of it's going to have eyes. There's going to be fins or arms, legs, something like that. There are going to be legs. If you want a tail, you can totally have a tail. And they're kind of functional. They can store very small, precious little objects if you have very small, precious little objects. So the first thing that you got to do is you got to come up with a design. I had my husband design his earlier today. So we are going to go ahead and fold this down. So you are all going to start with a body. And that body is either going to be a sphere or it's going to be an oval, which you can't see on the screen. It would help if my husband said, honey, you can't see that.
I can see it.
You can see it. Fantastic. So this is what I mean by an oval. So my fish has an oval body, or a spherical body. So my little skeleton man has a spherical body. So that's the first thing you're going to have to decide. You're going to have to come up with some features, eyeballs, noses, mouths. I usually put the mouth right along where the two come together so that they look like they can chomp something. If you have design ideas that work better than that, you are absolutely welcome to do your own design ideas. After you have ideas on the face, maybe come up with ideas for the legs. So my husband's fantastic design is one of these 2 guys here. So he's going to get started. The nice thing about having 2 designs is that as we're playing with the clay, something might work out better than the other. I told him that his USA Pokeball down here needed arms and legs, and yeah. Then he did the shark because I told him I really wanted him to make a shark because they're really cute and he likes to draw sharks. And so then he felt obligated, and it was just kind of a bad situation in the Harwood household for just a minute. I'm going to use this face. I'm going to use these arms and legs. And around the surface of the pot, I decided that she's going to be a flower creature. And so she's going to have petals around her head. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to put the sketchbook over to the side so we can see what's going on. You guys are not going to be able to see the sketchbook, but you are going to be able to see our stuff. So I'm over here. Chris is over here. Chris, the first thing that we need to do with our clay is wedge our clay. So pick up your clay.
I'm going to spill my coffee.
It'll be okay. Mine's not spilling.
I'm going to put it on the floor.
Yeah, you can put it on the floor.
What is the point of this?
Excellent question. The point of this is that we're mixing up all the water and all the molecules in the clay. We're setting everything up, getting it ready to be fired, to be cooked, to be worked with. And also, more importantly, we're getting air bubbles out of it. If there's an air bubble that traps moisture inside your clay, when the clay gets cooked in the kiln, which is going to be on another video, that air bubble will explode.
So how long do we have to do this?
Probably about a minute and a half.
Okay.
So
you should probably keep like glasses of water and hot coffee off of the surface that you're standing.
Always a good idea. You're such a dad.
I don't want people to get the parents angry by making messes needlessly.
he is ever the practical human being, that's probably good. So,
Oops. Oh, I turned it into a painting. I need to go for like a cube.
yes, you do. You're perfect. I should have used you for the last forever years in all of my demonstrations.
Oh no. I think you're better off without using me, but I'll do my best.
Okay, so we're going to take our clay lump and we're going to try to divide it into a small section. So I'm going to pull off kind of a, I don't know, is that roughly about a fifth of the block?
Maybe about a fifth.
A fifth. And I'm going to set that aside. That's going to be used for the arms and legs in a little while. And then I'm going to take the remaining clay here. And I'm going to do my best to divide it into two mostly equal sections. So I got two mostly equal sections.
So you don't just try to rip it apart, you twist it apart.
You can try to rip it apart. Twisting works better for my hands.
I'm going to defer to your expertise because I know how to write stuff. I don't know how to do anything beyond that.
All right. So here, I'm going to move this over closer to your hands. So the first thing that we want to do when we do a pinch pot, and for your shark, do you want him to be spherical or do you want him to be oval?
I want him to be spherical.
Okay, so you're going to take your pinch pot. I want mine to be an oval so that we have students.
Making like a pair of half spheres.
We are.
Okay.
And we're going to do these as a pinch pot. The most amazing thing is pinch pot is the oldest kind of pottery. Cave people did pinch pots.
How about that?
That was kind of cool, huh? Here, scoot your hands in there. His hands are like really big, people.
Like a bunch of bananas.
Either that or my hands are really small. So you can roll these, and you can roll these on the table. I have pent up aggression, and I like to spank. I like to smack them into a ball.
You don't have a DVO yet.
As far as I know, no. Okay, so when I have two approximations of a sphere, and it's actually...
Like, do they both have to be exactly the same size?
Nah, mine are, like, I got a smaller and a bigger.
All right.
Stop it! If the teenager's laughing in the background, maybe you guys are laughing at home. We're going to be the Harwood family, like the Holderness family, but not nearly as cool and rich.
You are
and
so
musical.
funny, Lily, but looks aren't everything.
What?
Oh! Dad joke burn.
Okay, so I got my spear. Do you have your spear? Lovely little spear in
It's
your hands.
lumpy. Do I have to smooth it out?
Nah. It makes it easier if you do, because your design is kind of roundy.
I knew a guy back in high school. His nickname was Lumpy.
What?
And now your life is better for knowing
High
that.
school in the 90s was tough, kids.
Lumpy.
What was your nickname in high school? No, what was Uncle Ben's nickname
Wasn't
when
it
he
Harwood?
played basketball?
Ooh, this is nasty.
There you go. I'm telling you, high school in the 90s was tough. So take your sphere. You got your sphere. Excellent. You're going to take your thumb. You're going to press it into your sphere. I'm supporting the rest of that in my hand so that it doesn't
Okay.
flatten out.
Oh, that's a good idea. Keep it in your palm.
Yep.
Rather than just...
Like if it was on the table, it would be squashed flat, and we want to keep it roundy.
How deep does the hole have to be?
That's
You
need
not
to-
even funny.
No, it's a great question. You want it to be, I don't know. There's my thumb. It went like to
Like up to the knuckle?
Yeah, but your knuckles like a lot bigger. So I'm like I don't know, less than an inch in.
Just the
Because
tip?
it's a small. Yeah,
We want it to be thick on the sides.
Okay.
Okay, but
So
now
about there.
I have my thumb and I'm just pinching on the outside, but I'm pinch. I want the walls and the bottom all to be pretty similar. I don't want them to be like similar in width.
My clay is starting to crack a little bit. Yours is smooth. Is there an issue with that?
This is why I wanted you to help me. Your hands are warm. Your hands have always been warm, and you're drying out your clay a little bit faster. But if you hold your pot like this and you use your thumb and you just go really quick over the surface of those cracks, it'll smooth them. Go like drag it.
Like if
your
the clay
fingers.
was
Don't
wet, would that
smoosh.
not be an issue?
Actually, it's weird because the more water you add to clay, the faster it dries out.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know why.
Huh.
I need some really smart science people to explain to me why that works that way.
What?
He's still smooshing.
I'm
Here, so see your cracks?
okay.
Rub your thumb across the surface.
Okay, I got you. See, I was trying to pinch the cracks and
Don't pinch the cracks. That's the
pinch
worst
a
thing.
loaf.
Well, you can do that in the privacy of your own time, your own bathroom time.
Okay.
Oh my mom.
Pinching a loaf of clay.
So after I got the one, I'm going to go ahead and jump in while he's finishing that guy. I'm going to do my second pitch pot.
Students are gonna be like, what the heck?
My students are going to be doing exactly what you're doing, which means they're going to be watching it for the first time all the way through. They're like, oh my gosh, what absurd thing are they going to say this time? No, they didn't. I want to become watchable. And now that I have a new document camera that doesn't and like jump and do nasty things and then turn me into a chipmunk, we're golden. It's a good day.
So is this acceptable or does this look a little funky?
If you think about the shape of your shark.
Well, I'm just going step by step. I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
But think about it, because you have your shark. Do you want your shark to be perfectly spherical, or do you want him to have a bit of a ridge?
I don't want him to look like a potato.
Okay. So if you want him to be rounder.
I wanted like the top to be a bit bigger than the bottom, because the bottom I just wanted to be like that.
Okay.
Thing.
So this will be the top, right?
Okay, that'll be the top.
Okay. So I'm actually just pressing on the inside. I'm not pinching along this, but I'm pressing along the inside. Students, I don't want to touch your clay, but I will touch the husband's clay because
she has small hands like a hobbit.
Aww. I would have hairy knuckles too if I were really a hobbit. Oh, maybe I do. I just shaved them.
Do the women hobbits have hairy knuckles and stuff?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
I know they had hairy feet.
I read the book. So if you want it to be more round, you can kind of...
Oh, now that's a neat trick. So you just roll it around on the surface here?
Just like you would roll a ball, except we don't want to...
Okay. That seems more efficient than using my fingers. I guess
you
that's
can
because
tap
there's
it.
less heat in the cloth.
Yep. You can tap it too, but don't tap hard because the clay will move a lot.
Okay.
Okay. So I've started my second. Is that rounder? Is that more what you want?
We're getting there. That is good enough.
Good enough for the government.
Good, and that is bare minimum coverage of pinch pottage.
Excellent.
I'm gonna use my pinky instead of my thumb because my thumb is just so huge.
You know what? We make accommodations. Now, this is kind of funny. I'm pushing inside and just kind of rolling it along the top.
Whoa!
I don't know why I do the stuff I do.
Wow,
I just kind of make it happen.
That got huge all of a sudden.
Your projects will start roughly with about a pound of clay.
Okay.
And he got a whole lot bigger.
Whoa!
That was not.
He's gonna have an overbite or an underbite, depending.
He might. So I'm tapping on this side on the surface because that's gonna flatten that, and we want to flatten that.
I'm comparing and contrasting this.
We might have to swap.
Really?
Yeah, I might swap you because you said you wanted you wanted an overbite, and I really.
So it's not that you're jealous of my art skills. It's just you're trying to be a pragmatist.
Well, that right there fits my design better than that. So I guess if you have a friend in class and you like theirs better,
I'm getting the double thumb action in here. That.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that one's going to be a whole lot smaller.
Oh, ow. Ew, what was that?
There might be
gypsies.
some dry clay that
Yeah.
you're picking up from the surface of this.
Yeah, that's a hazard.
So, even when I taught elementary school, like the little kids with the real warm hands, their clay always cracked.
Yeah, I can see that this would be a problem for a lot of people.
And this is exactly why I needed you. I need you. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
That's right. Baby, you never had it so good.
We're behaving because we're on screen. We're not yelling at each other or anything. So I am just working fast. I'm holding and I'm just kind of smoothing out. So if you end up with a problem, don't use water.
Borrowing your technique here and just rolling it around on the thing right here.
Yep.
Getting all those cracks out. Don't want cracky clay.
Oh, I did it again. Crap. Oops, I did it again. Actually, I kind of like that. This is going to work for my little.
Kind of reminds me of one of those droids in Star Wars.
Oh, that would have been a good design.
Yeah, oh, Star Wars. Yeah, okay. Now, if any of you do the Star Wars design with like a droid, you owe me a nickel because that's copyrighted now. Or patented trademark. I don't know.
You're the lawyer.
Either way, yeah, give me money. I came up with that idea. That's like a patent thing.
So while he's working on that, I had this design and she had lips. She's going to be a flower chick. And so just along this edge where I'm putting this top and this bottom together, your clay actually shrinks in the kiln. So the kiln is an oven that you cook the clay in.
Are these walls too thin?
No, they'll be okay. And then you have this crack here.
I got some crackage.
You do have some crackage. Just like rub those out.
What about olive oil?
No.
No?
No.
So water, bad. Olive oil, bad.
Water has a point, and we'll use water later, but water is used as a glue. It is not used as so
Ooh, aloe
students,
vera.
This is going to be a 2-day project. And if you are drying your clay out like the Hubs is drying his clay out,
Look at all these cracks.
it might not be a bad idea
So
for
bad.
you to actually take a damp paper towel. So not wet, not dripping, but you get a paper towel, you get it wet, wring out the extra water, and just kind of wrap it around your clay. And then we'll put it into the, we'll wrap it up in plastic and put it away.
Look at all the cracks. Oh, it's so bad.
Okay, so just let him be for a little while
So
and check him with the top and see how he's looking. Because here's the other thing. Your glaze is going to fill the cracks
He
in.
kind of looks like Thanos. See, he's got like the wrinkly chin. And
That's
the normal
actually kind
face.
of cool.
I will eliminate half of all life.
Maybe your rock monster kind of takes on a totally different look here.
Maybe I should just take a chunk of this clay and just spackle it in.
So for my lips, I pushed up here and I pushed up here, and the bottom lip looked pretty okay. So I'm actually pushing it underneath the lip, so it's there, so you can kind of see my crazy lips there. Cause
I think I'm just going to squash this.
no. Oh, you can't squash it.
Why not?
You mean squash it and redo it?
Redo it.
Can't do it because it's drying out.
So after it dries out, I can't just squash it
Nope.
and start from scratch?
Nope.
I can't rehydrate it with Gatorade or something?
No.
It needs electrolytes.
Electrolytes.
It doesn't need salt water.
What clay craves.
You're just gonna let this guy be. We're gonna wrap him in a damp paper towel,
Oh,
and we're gonna bag him.
you said no water.
A damp paper towel. I didn't say wet.
Well, I mean, the water makes it damp.
But we're gonna kind of rehydrate him. So this right here is going. Let's put the cracks in the back.
Mm-hmm.
We'll cover it with a shark fin or something later. and just determine what you think should be the front. Do you want to do a shark or do you want to do your USA guy? Because either one works. That could actually, the cracks actually kind of work for the texture
For
you
the
had on the
beard,
chin.
The
Yeah.
USA guy.
Yeah.
Well, the USA guy, he looks easier, and I like easier things.
Okay, so I would say just let the cracks be.
Okay.
Let it be part of your design.
He'll be the Thanos USA guy.
Okay, so does he need lips or is he just gonna have like this guy right here didn't have lips?
No,
He just had the crazy teeth.
No, when I get mastery of the pinch pottages, I might do the crazy stuff like the lips or the tongue rings or something, but
Not right now.
no. Right now, I was
Okay.
considering just a smiley face or a Pac-Man, but this is above my pay grade as it is.
So my design, I had these giant roundy eyes and I had like a roundy nose. And so in order to get my roundy eyes, I'm gonna take the top here. And you had roundy eyes on your USA guy.
Correct.
And so I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna press my thumb into one side and press my thumb into one side. And now I've made 2 indentations.
Kind of like a skull.
Kind of like a skull.
All right, I'm going to use my pinky because, again, my fingers are just huge.
I need a little tiny cup with a little tiny bit of water and a fork, please. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Awesome.
Nice.
Now you had little tiny itty bitty roundy eyeballs in yours, and I had big eyeballs in mine. So I'm going to cut off a piece of clay that's going to be close to the circle that I want.
Do you want the fondue?
That'll be perfect. Fondue fork will be perfect. We have toothbrushes in class, and I did not bring any of that stuff home. Okay.
Okay.
So
I think
here's
I'm going to have USA on his bald pate instead of like right between his eyes because
you could also do like stripes and stars all over him as decoration.
I could.
Stars might be tricky.
That's Americana.
Totally Americana. So I took this little lump of clay that I have over here that's extra.
Yeah.
And I'm pulling off sections for eyeballs. And then I'm also, because I have a nose on mine, I'm going to do like a little ridge for a nose.
Okay.
And I'm going to see if that fits.
No, maybe I'll give the USA guy a shark fin on his head just for the heck of it.
You'd be like Yandu from.
Oh.
Hey, there you go. Disney's going to sue me.
Only if you try to sell it.
Oh, okay.
You're okay if you don't sell it. Oh my gosh.
Yandu!
Guess how you make a nose?
I don't know how.
Okay, don't say it. The kids are going to all figure it out. So I have a ridge for the nose, and then I have a nostril.
Oh my.
And I have a nostril.
That's pretty cute.
Shut up.
Might get some calls from parents.
These are high schoolers. They're all laughing. Their parents are hopefully laughing too. If your parents aren't the kind to laugh, don't let them watch this video.
Oh no. His nose is just out there for all to see.
Okay, so we are going to slip and score. Shut up! Damn it. Okay.
Lily, you're the
So
worst.
scoring whenever you're using wood, whenever you're using
Really? Grow up.
when you are gluing 2 pieces together and they are a solid surface like wood, like metal, except you don't ever want to glue metal. You just want to solder.
This is like Velcro.
When you want to, yeah, you're creating Velcro.
Oh.
And so
Sweet.
I'm roughing up the surface and I'm dipping it in water because that water is going to act like, what did we talk about the water acting like earlier?
A drying
Glue.
agent and glue. Glue.
So that's going to stick that there.
Okay.
And I'm going to smooth that out like that.
You should teach art. You're really good.
Aw. So do you need a nose for your character?
I do, and I wanted it to be more of a pug nose.
Okay. So with a pug nose, you would just start with a ball.
I got
Like that?
I got a ball.
Excellent.
I made a ball.
And
Is
so
that too big of a ball?
that's a perfect size ball. because it's yours, and I don't know what your vision is.
I'm thinking like maybe horizontal, not vertical.
Ah!
Just like a wide kind of bulbous thing.
Toot toot.
All right,
So
so
I'm
gonna
slipping and scoring. Yep, you can slip and score your.
I'm gonna slip and score
Yep.
the vicinity of his nose.
Yep.
So do some of that right there. The stuff there.
And then I'm going to put one more.
How deep should I do the scoring?
That's plenty deep. You
That's-
shouldn't go any deeper than that.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That's good.
And
Which side is a good front and a good back?
This right here. And right here. And I just get them both wet and smush them together, huh?
Kind of wiggle them together.
Oh, okay.
If you smush it in, then it's going to collapse in and it's not going
And I
to.
just use my finger to get it wet. I don't need
Yep.
like a special instrument or whatever.
So I did the ridge, I did the two nostrils, and then I did the nose, like another ball on the top of the nose, because I want the nose to stick out. And
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, I think that'll work. Right there.
perfect.
Mm.
So we're going to go ahead. We have some stuff to do right now. And you guys at home, this is probably all you're going to be able to get done on day one. And so I'm going to make a day 2 video in just a little while. At
Solid
home,
nose.
so those of you who are virtual who are doing this, I will send you home with a shish kebab skewer, and you can use your own forks at home. And those of you in class, we're going to have shish kebab skewers, and we'll use toothbrushes. And
It's a nice
so
nose.
I know,
It's very nice.
unfortunately, it starts out a little unfortunate, but it ends okay. So there's my little guy starting.
Yours
Yeah.
looks way better.
It's beautiful.
My guy has a nose.
Here, put him on there. Hold him up. He looks very cute.
A nose.
And then
He reminds me of one of the trolls from Garden.
you're gonna,
I like it.
all these little things, you can use your,
Oh, the battery's running out, by the way.
yep, we need to plug the computer in.
Uh-oh.
So what he's gonna do right now is, Lil, we need 2 damp paper towels.
I got you.
And then I'm gonna grab a Coke Kroger bag. Will you load those big bags in the car here while I clean up for the,
Yeah.
okay. So, actually, I don't need one, but your dad needs one.
Well, there's 2 in there.
Perfect. So, dry a damp paper towel.
Put them all together and
You want to store them kind of together like that. Or take that and drape it.
what about my rando chunk of clay? Just put that in there too.
Yeah.
I've got 2. No, wait. Are these your eyeballs or are these
Those are
mine?
my
Those are
eyeballs.
your. Okay.
Tuck them inside the bowl.
Put them in the bowl.
Yeah, in the bowl. Now, here's the important part. We're going to tuck him in the plastic bag. We're going to make sure there's no holes in the plastic bag.
So there's a hole.
There's
right
a
there.
giant hole.
Huge.
So, we're going to wrap that up. If you trap air in your
Double
bag,
bag it.
yep, double bag it. If you trap air inside of your bag,
Uh-huh.
it's just going to dry it out. So he has it all wrapped up like this, and he is going to store it sitting up later on.
I don't need to put that in the refrigerator, do I?
No, you put it on the clay shelf in our classroom, or if you're at home working, put it somewhere up and away from little brothers, little sisters, unless you do this all in one day. So I'm going to go get a plastic bag for myself, wrap mine up, and our next video will be shortly.